What is going on, fellas? And welcome back to the Journeyman with me, FoggyPlays on FM22. We are still in charge, as you can see, of BFC Daugavpils in the Latvian top division. And today we're playing our first league game of the new season, and we're going to have a look at the transfers that we've done to this point. We still don't have any money, and we're hemorrhaging quite an amount of money. So I'm not 100% sure how this is going to go, but it's going to be fine. So if you do want to enjoy this episode, do of course make sure to like and subscribe. It makes a massive difference. YouTube's algorithm really does like when you like and subscribe. I enjoy it too. Doesn't, if you want, but I would like if you did. So let's get into the video. Right, fellas, so we start our season against Jelgava, who were the team that finished in the playoffs last season. They didn't get relegated, obviously enough. So we play them first, which is interesting. We should be safe from relegation because the team that got promoted do seem to be the worst team in the league. If we go down here, yeah, they're two worst players in the league. Our best players are still Atsu and Buka Ona. Buka Ona, unfortunately, is injured, so he won't be starting today's game. Would have been nice if he did, because he is quite a good player. We don't have any. The transfer window is closed. We're still £101 over the wage budget, which, as you can see, I've emptied the scouting budget. That is as low as I can get it to go. I put so much money in the transfer budget, and then moved it to the wage budget, and we are still without money. We're 172,000 in debt, with a projection to be 350,000 in debt. There is no money in Latvia. Just putting that out there. There's no money in Latvia. Not ideal. We have 10 recommendations from our scouts. Our scouts not very good. We did get our director of football. Somebody picked up new scouts not too long ago. They're not very good. We don't have any new. Someone's retired from the players that left last season. That's sad. Yeah, we had just had a round of players retiring, which was disappointing. One of them was the Curzon Ashton player. I can't remember which one it was, but one of them retired. We did lose a goalkeeper. Yeah, goalkeeper to Vince Pills. Yeah, Vince Pills. And one of our potential prospect centre backs, a guy I would have actually liked to have played, has left us as well, gone to Meta. But we've brought in some pretty decent players. Victor Diagna came from Valmiera. He's a central midfielder who actually looks pretty decent. He's played 23 times for Valmiera, but spent last season in their B side, not playing too many games. He's going to be in our first team. Maskanovs, I think he's pretty trash. Ebers, yeah, he's not great either. Belovs is a decent looking central midfielder ish. Looks like he could play football. He was in our B side for a while. I brought him into the first team just because why not? He somehow managed to get to number 8. Stromanis, he's another player who's not going to get much first team football by the looks of it. Milkish, again, a player not going to be too fussed about. Francis Edgee is a decent player. I think he came from Ghana, but played for Ashanti Gold in 2013 and 2014. Then did nothing until 2021 and 2022. We played one game in 2 years for Besham United, but now he's joined us and he's gone straight into the first team because he's one of our best potential players. Christers Augustus is a left back / centre back who I don't think is ever actually going to be good enough to play football. Jan Readers, again, another player is not great. You kind of see where this is going. We did sign this guy. I was going to say from the team that have been taking all our players. No, it's FA22. He's not great either. Gabrielis Kirilish, I think he came from Meta. Yeah, he came from Meta, right back, who I imagine is going to play a lot of football in as a right winger. Because if you look at right back, he's our 5th best right back. But if you look at midfield, 3rd best. So he has a chance. Edgee is going to end up playing more on the left, I would imagine. And some son of us He's got 13 finishing, 16 determination. He's got decent acceleration and pace, so he could actually be a fairly okay striker. Um, and players that were released was just the 40-year-old who was retiring, who is going to be a coach, and he's not very good. But that's to be fair. Dynamics not looking great. Team cohesion isn't great. Club atmosphere is poor, but it's on the way up. Managerial support at one point did get close to average. Has never gotten out of the red, but we did get close to average. It's not really worked out for whatever reason, and the majority of players don't like me. Well, the majority of influential and team leaders don't like me, which is not ideal because, yeah. So my reputation is quite low, even though my reputation has increased since, and it was saying that my reputation was quite high compared to some of the players. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But we are taking on Jelgava, as I said. Yes, Jelgava. Who are in and around what's kind of expected of us. The board only want us to avoid relegation, so we can get into the relegation playoff and survive. And they're not judging us on the cup, which I'm not even sure if that's worth attempting. I think avoiding relegation is the most important thing we're going to do this year. They want us to play positive. We do have a new. I think the assistant manager came in before you saw the last episode, but we're starting with Udris in goal, who is our 16-year-old goalkeeper. He has played the majority of our friendlies, because I don't see any reason why we wouldn't play him. So Udris is going to be starting in goal. Olake, Verschinen, Akbuje, and Ilns as our defensive line. Kavalas is going to play at right midfield, just because I'm not 100% sure if I want to start kills yet. Diagna, Atisu, Edgee are our midfield, with Nurdin and Cookins as our strike force. Divine Nwanku, what was his name? Yep, Nwanku. He's going to be sitting on the bench. I've actually registered him this time around, so that's fantastic. We are without our best kind of utility defender, Kukurs, who is a right back and left back and can actually play both positions relatively well, so that's quite nice. Peter Ademo is wanted by Go Round FC, who are Nigerian, so potentially going to be losing him. I wouldn't mind too much. I did try, because my director or somebody said to transfer list Nordin, because he's getting paid quite a lot of money. Nobody wanted him, so I just took him off the transfer list because what was the point? And I tried to sell Kovalas because I would like the money saved from him, because if we could sell either one of those two, we'd actually have spare wage budget. But that wasn't the case, so instead this is how we're lining up. Both of them starting in today's game. Yeah. Cookins, I did consider playing him a bit last year. Like, I was kind of like humming and hawing, like he could be a good player. He smashed it in the friendlies, so I'm going to give him a chance to have a bit of a run out today. I'm going to see how he gets on. We are facing a team that I have probably never heard of any of these players, so I'm not going to worry too much about the names we're going to be looking at. We're going to pump our fist. A bunch of the players are nervous and apprehensive. Go out there and give the fans their money's worth. The players do not care. I don't actually think we have any rivals, like team wise. Do we? Is there any rivalries? No, we've no fierce or other rivalries. So that's yep. Don't have anyone that we're going to be playing one day and being like, oh, Marshall and we'll be the best team in the world. It's kind of disappointing. I do like having some bit of, rivalry. It's quite nice to have a rivals match where you take on someone and you beat them and you're like, yeah, we're the best team in the league, or the best team in this rivalry. But that's fine. It's whatever. Atisu, I'm definitely going to be putting quite a number of hopes and dreams on him this year. None of my players have kits on. Unless can't find one of our players, and that looked like it took a deflection. All the teams are actually playing on the first day of the season, which is quite nice because, as we saw in the end of last season, not every team plays together all the time. A lot of the time, they just play randomly at the end of the season, and it doesn't have any rhyme or reason. The update for FM has come out, so long throws doesn't necessarily work anymore, and none of my players are back. Surely that's offside. I hadn't even thought about long throws. He was literally by himself. We should probably fix that. From the corner, was it Akbuje? Headed that one just a smidroid. Throw-ins. Attacking. Why weren't you two? Because I don't have anyone set to take the throw-ins. That's why. Okay. Can put you back here as well. Stay back. Okay. And then you're going to take the throw. And then I was going to say I've lost one of my defenders. Okay. I like having the two of them up there because they're quite tall. Who is not the tallest? You can come back, my friend, because you are 5'6". I do kind of want my tall players forward. Who was you? Why are you the one in the middle of the box? I'll pop you up here. Yeah. We're still going to try long throws. I want to see what happens. Alright. Encourage. Go. No. Okay. Okay, so that first half, they've had 2 shots on target, as have we, but we've had 14 shots. They've had 3. You've been terrible. Sort yourselves out. I am playing a defensive midfielder at centre back. I am well aware. I have faith in you. Nordine, I found out, has a clause in his contract where if he scores 10 league goals, we have to pay him money that we don't have, which is ideal. Thankfully, he scored his 9th league goal on the last day of the season and didn't score again. So that made it just a little bit easier for us. But I was hoping that the director of football was going to sell some of our players for money. What ended up happening was clubs are coming in offering us very little money for players that were decently valued or have lots of potential. So he was rejecting all of those, which is actually quite nice. Normally a director of football just kind of accepts every offer that comes in, regardless of how stupid it is. But we have another corner, which was terrible. Have to remember, we are playing in Latvia. And most of our players don't have double digits for anything. Well, anything that matters. So we're just going to play the football. I don't know if you can hear it as well, but there's literally a storm outside right now. It's storming here. Okay, time for us to make change. With the update, this tactic won't work as it should. Or, well, I suppose as I would like it to. We're not in a position where we need to worry about that just yet. Nordian is going to come off now, though, for Divine, who I want to play as an advanced forward rather than a poacher. We haven't seen a huge amount from any of our players, though. Illens, we don't actually have a left back. I think Edgee can play there. I'm not going to... Yeah. Edgee can play left back, but I'm going to have an inverted wing back on attack. Try and get him involved, just getting in there, doing things. Kovalas is going to come off for... Kovalas is really, really bad. No, he's not really bad. His physicals are shot. The guy can barely walk, let alone run. So we're just going to sit here. They have a corner. And we've given him a penalty. Kyrillis comes off the bench and gives away a penalty. fantastic. Nikita Kalininen's makes it 2. I'm going to demand more. We should really be, more involved in this game than we are. After this highlight, we're going to swap to a more attacking tactic, I guess. I don't really have a more attacking tactic other than the very attacking one that's not really going to work. Because the whole premise of it was that the goalkeeper is unmarked. Although I do kind of want to see what it looks like now. Edgee finds Atsu. Edgee. I just realised actually I have 3 right backs on the pitch. Oh, Devine's put it in the back and he's offside. No, it's been given. The assist maker didn't come up. I've seen goals given for, or assists given for less touch by anybody. I do think we're going to have to swap tactics just a smidgen. And I have an idea of how we're going to do it. It's just a case of whether it will work or not. What? Did 2 players just fall over? They're going to score from here. Guaranteed. Yep. Enoch Afram. Okay. So, you're going to go forward, you're going to go forward. You're going to come back and play it right back. I'm going to move a G over to right wing. I'm going to bring on Guzhevs. Play him as an inside forward. Cockins is having a bad game. I'm going to bring on, what's his name? Prince? No. Wilson. William. Damn it. I'm so close. So close. I'm gonna leave him as a pressing forward. And we're just gonna pump the ball. Shoot on sight. Hit early crosses. Distribute over the top. And much higher. Much higher. Much higher. You can be a Mazzella on attack. Diagna, you can be an advanced playmaker on attack. I just want everyone that can attack to attack. Except the goalkeeper. I don't want to make the poor goalkeeper concede like 4 more goals in 11 minutes. That would be really unfair on his competitive debut to put him in a situation where he is going to just concede a bunch of goals. Nothing's happening. Okay. We're gonna go very attacking. We have cleared the ball. Edgee's got an idea, but nothing happened. Okay. Fuck it. Curelis, you can go there. Edgee. Jetty can't really do it, but I'm gonna put him here. Because he's a right back, he can play a wide centre back. I believe. He can do it. What do you want to be? I don't actually know what you can do as a striker. Is he actually a good striker? He's not really. He can do a job. Okay. I hope Udris is looking forward to going up for corners. How tall is Udris? He's 5'11". Useful. Okay, so we're going to lose 3-1 on the opening day. That is less than ideal. I'm going to thrash my arms and say we should have won based on chances created. And really, there is no excuse for not doing so. I'm going to have a go at some of the players who played quite poorly. Puja, to be fair, we did kind of put them in a situation where they weren't going to do a huge amount. You weren't at your best and you deserved to come off. You weren't at your best and you deserved to come off. Ajetti's whatever. But Edgee and Atisu actually had pretty decent games. Divine, after he came off off the bench, scored a goal. So I can't really complain. We are bottom of the league. And there was a 4-4 draw. So 4-4 draw. Meta also lost their game by 2 goals. So Not ideal. We did give a couple of people debuts. A chat with Edgee earlier today. Player indicates he feels too harsh on the team during your team talk. Tisu. Open arms. Could do it to help. I think we're done here. Fantastic. You're just delightful. I have no concerns over the matter. Don't think you think you have a response? Stop questioning my managerial ability. Good. Good. Know your place. Know your place. I'm the boss. It's not going well though. It's not going well. We do have Kuklish back for the next game, which is quite good. A lot of players didn't play very well, which is not ideal. Whatever shall we do? But that is for the next episode, which will probably come back for. I was going to say we'll come back for like recap, but that's quite soon. I think we'll come back for Sparks and Lipaja, who have quite the cool looking badge. Quite like that. Sparks is a bit cool as well. Ours is a bit boring. And Riga's is pretty cool. Valmir's is a bit me. But okay, Sparks and Lipaja in the next episode. Hopefully, we'll have discovered some way of winning games, because that's our first defeat in charge of. Or it's our first defeat in Latvia. In a competitive game. We did play Bate Borisov, which, they're. I'm pretty sure, they're quite good. We do have a 2-week break now. Interesting. So if you have enjoyed this episode, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. And I will see you in the next one. Pray for me.